This is one of the boring games. They got to move 30 before they agreed to a draw. Somebody do a thing. You know, what's your name? Trying to learn. Earn your pay. All right, everybody did a marker. Thanks, Pat. Thanks for trying to learn. Okay, so Geary's white, Nepo's black. They probably both want to draw, so you know, that's how the game turned out. I've seen this all before. White's slightly better, not much. '97 doesn't seem right to me. Is that right? The engine doesn't play 97. It says Rook D8 or 95. I wouldn't play 97, but players are better than I am. I wouldn't play C4 either. But it says C4 is fine. Still says it's just about equal. Geary likes to play without risk. He doesn't want to be better, but black has chances. He wants to be better and black can't win. He wants a true result game. Yeah, now white's much better. Black shouldn't have played Queen E7 and Knight takes D4. Okay, and that's a mistake. It's still good for white, but white should forget about this pawn and just double rooks and keep the bind. So this is a slight mistake. That gives up all of his advantage. After Rook D6, white is still better. But again, Geary might want to draw more than win. I don't know. With Geary, you can't tell. And then this is just equal. Yeah, white's pawns are all terrible. And bishop is fantastic, and rook can go here. So Geary had a nice bind on the position where black couldn't do much, and he gave it all away by taking a pawn, gave some of his advantage away, then traded on E5, which he should have played Rook D6. He just didn't want to allow counterplay, so he just played like the most boring solid. Then they agreed to a draw here. White's up a pawn, but, I mean, these pawns are all weak. My bishop is the best. It's very hard to defend this pawn, Queen E7. So, yeah, it's just equal. So Geary actually had good chances there and threw them all away. And, I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, rook takes D5, like, this pawn's terrible, and it blocks black's bishop, and when he took, he gave the bishop like a nice open diagonal. So obviously after rook E1, black is just super passive, has this isolated pawn, white has a bind everywhere. So it's hard for me to believe that Geary did this. And equally bad was playing rook E5 when rook D6 just gives white an advantage. And after queen G5 threatening mate, Geary would play bishop F1. And white's a pawn up. I don't know if white's going to win, but white has winning chances. But these pawns need to be connected so that eventually D5 is a threat. And instead he played rook E5. Now if he takes with the rook, which he didn't do, then queen F4 is good because we're threatening to come in here. And now white has to be careful to draw because this pawn's weak and queen C1 is annoying and queen G4 is annoying. I'm not even sure what white does if black plays rook D8 next move. Looks like you just lose this pawn and lose the game. Black's going to crash through. It says queen C4 is by far the best move. And then it says everything's a draw. Bishop B5, rook D8, queen D2, etc. Except for rook D8. Okay, so Geary could have had more, but again, sometimes I think Geary doesn't want to win.